What is up, guys? Speaking49 here. We are back on the Shanghaied server, and our Chinese adventure continues. Today I am, let me check it out, Emperor Saizong. Saizong? I don't know if I'm saying that right. He's from the Tang Dynasty. Oh, interesting. Alright, well, what are we going to work on today? I got a special treat for you guys today because we are going to go to China. That's right, I felt like, I spent so much time on this Mongolian encampment that I want to start in on the Chinese side of things. So that's what we're going to do. First, let me show you the progress report. I've got a little bit more of this wall done. I didn't get any help this week, unfortunately, but that's alright. I did get a lot of this wall done myself. I filled it in, not too much. I didn't spend too much time on the wall, but I did work on the wall a little bit. And I worked a little bit on this Mongolian encampment, but the main thing on the Mongolian side that I've been working on is over here. Let's check it out. I'm going to build another Mongolian encampment, and it's going to go over here. And I already have 3 tents ready to go. That is going to be the potion tent, a food tent, and a TNT tent. Oh, baby. So the Mongolians are going to have to travel in order to get to the TNT, which they going to need, because this wall is pretty intimidating. I don't see any way to get past it other than blowing the sucker up. Alright, but that's not what I want to work on today. I want to show you what else I've been doing. I went to the Chinese side, guys. I went to China, and I started doing some terraforming. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe the amount of trees I have destroyed. Let's go over here. Okay, what I did is I picked out a place for the main castle to go, which is right here. Okay, if you look in the bottom corner of the map, you're going to see a landmass in the bottom left where I'm at right now, the bottom left. And that is going to be a huge Chinese city. And that's going to be where the emperor spawns. And it's going to be the objective of the Mongolians to get to this city and put up their flag. They're going to have to destroy the Chinese flag and put up their own flag in the bottom left-hand corner. And as you can see here, it's a pretty big chunk. It goes from, let's see, where is it? Okay, I've been terraforming my butt off. Okay, so this is what my plan is. Let me tell you my plan. All right, guys. So we got this waterway here, and I'm gonna allow the waterway to exist up until right here. That's when I'm going to start filling in all this water. Everything I'm pointing to right now, that's all going to get filled in. That's all going to get filled in. I'm going to fill in landmass to the very edge. That's all going to get filled in. And what else? What else? That's going to get, all this is going to get filled in. I already started filling in a little bit. That's going to get filled in. We're not going to have any water because this is going to be a huge Chinese city. So all that's got to go. I watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon recently. Actually yesterday. Because I've never seen it. And I thought it might give me inspiration. And oh boy, did it give me inspiration, guys. I am going to kind of base a lot of this on Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I saw like a really cool panorama of, like, I think it was Peking. Now this was from the 1700s, but I thought that it would look perfect. So I'm not going to replicate it. I'm going to make it a little bit more ancient, but I'm going to use it as a model, and I'll put up a picture of it right now. And that's basically, I took a screenshot of it, and that's basically what it's going to look like. It's going to be a walled city with a bunch of temples inside and a bunch of houses and all sorts of beautiful things that are very Chinesey, and it's going to be a great place. At the very end of it, it's going to be the Emperor's house quarters. It's going to be the Emperor's Palace. I should call it Emperor's Palace. And that's where the Emperor's going to be chilling at the start of the game, and he can decide what he wants to do from there. He's the Emperor after all. He might make a war room just like the Mongolians have, so that the Chinese Emperor can give orders and establish a game plan for the fight that's about to ensue. You know what I might do is at the start of the game, I'll give each team like 5 to 10 minutes to plan out a strategy. Oh my goodness, there's so many things we can do with this. It's crazy. So what I'm going to be building today is I'm going to try to build the front gate of the city, and I might build more than one of these, so I may have to remember how I do it, but I want to build a couple of front gates so that this place looks kind of not intimidating, but it's like ornate and just amazing and cool. I should have done this off camera. Oh well, sorry. Whatever, you guys are going to get to see how it's going to go. I'm not going to finish this today because it's going to be so detailed that it's going to be a multi-part thing, but hopefully by next week it'll be done, okay? And I'm going to need some help, guys. I need to do a lot of terraforming, and so I'm going to love to have some help. I got to fill in all that water, as I said. A lot of these mountains, I mean, those mountains are so awesome, and I might put some really cool temples on top of them that they're going to stay, but a lot of this has to be flattened because I'm going to make a city just like the picture, and it's going to be mostly on the flats, so I don't want to have too many undulations and whatnot. So yeah, I would like some help if you guys would be so inclined to do so. just terraforming type help and stuff like that. So, okay, so one thing I wanted to say is that as I use this texture pack, it's a really strange phenomenon that occurs. Is that you start using a texture pack and it's just like so alien. It's foreign to you. You don't know what is going on. You don't know how to how the colors interact with each other. You don't know anything about the texture pack, right? And that is definitely how I felt about this texture pack. But as you use it, you start seeing Minecraft in this texture pack. Does that make any sense? Like, this Minecraft starts becoming the texture pack you use. So you start forgetting what vanilla looks like, you start forgetting what natural looks like, and you start seeing Minecraft as Chinese. It's a really bizarre thing. And something I have to remember every time I started up a new texture pack, and I'm like, ugh, this is ugly. How do people use this? Well, I know how people use it. They get used to it, and they start seeing, what is this? Prismarine is this, rather than what we know Prismarine to be, right? So that's something I think I have to remember, because I'm very quick to say, oh, this texture pack is ugly. Like, for instance, I don't understand how people use the city texture pack. I don't get it. I don't think that the city texture pack has anything to do with building a city. I think the name is actually very deceiving. I don't think it's good for city building. But, that's just my opinion, and that's because I haven't used it a lot, I guess. I haven't gotten used to it. So maybe that's something that I should... Hold on, I want to make sure that this is pretty symmetrical. Oh man, I've just realized that we're not going to get anything done. I mean, we're going to get a lot done today, but it's not going to be a whole lot of progress today. It's one of those weeks, guys, where I just did so much terraforming that it doesn't seem like I did anything. But look at this. All of this was completely covered in tree. All of it. It was a huge forest, and I had to get rid of the forest. So yes, that took a while. Okay, I'm sorry. I had no help this week, so I'm sorry, guys. I promise that by next episode, we're gonna have a lot more building done for you, because I think we're getting, once you start building, then all of a sudden it's like everything snowballs. It skyrockets and then it snowballs. Okay, it's like, you start getting in the mood to build, and then before you know it, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 7th one up. I gotta do the symmetrical. So I'm gonna do one side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna do a little bit on each side, and then do a little bit on one side, do a little bit on the other side, just so I keep it symmetrical, because I do not want to... Well, sometimes what you'll do is you'll do a whole bunch, like if you're trying to build something symmetrical, you'll do the whole left side, and then you go to the right side and you're like, oh, I forgot what I was doing. I forgot how I did that. And then it's a big problem. So if you do a little bit on each side, I find that's a much better strategy to doing it. So you can just quickly... That's not right. See? That wasn't right at all. Let me get back on this go-go juice. Okay. So yeah, this is... I just noticed that in a lot of Chinese movies and stuff, especially in like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Hero. Have you guys seen Hero? I love Hero. I may have to watch that again soon, so that... this only goes up to here. So that I get more inspiration, because Hero has got some beautiful architecture. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Hero again soon. Go watch Hero, guys, if you've never seen it. It's with Jet Li. It's if you're into martial arts, then it is one of the better ones, I say. Like I said, I just watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon for the first time, and it was pretty cool. But I wish I hadn't seen Hero first, right? Because Hero blows it out of the water. I feel like I don't know if you guys are big into... Wait, is that the same? Now I got to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I was right. I got this, man. There's gonna be a lot of red stuff. I don't know. The communists haven't come in, but they still it seem like they use a lot of red in their buildings and architectures. Back in ancient China. I don't know why red is so synonymous with China. Does anyone know? I don't know. Maybe that's just in popular movies and TV. Maybe like everything in China was purple. But they didn't have color television back then. So Yeah, I want to put a nice big sign on this. God, I just realized I'm not going to get anything accomplished today. Today's not an accomplishment type day, guys. So you just have to bear with me on this and a little bit at a time. You know, like I know a lot of you want to see progress. You're very interested in progress and you want to see all the new things, but I want to get this right. I don't want to rush anything. So I appreciate your patience with this build. I mean, I could put up some temple that takes me an hour to build and say, okay, we're playing PvP. No, I want to put my best foot forward. I want to do the best I possibly can. Yes, this is a PvP game. Yes, it's intended to be played on, and that's the whole purpose of this. But I also want it to just be one of those things where you see it and you're like, oh my goodness, that is a work of art. Oh wait, we get to play on it? Yeah, that's what I'm going for, guys. So you're going to have to be patient with me. I'm going to be putting in a lot of detail, it's so hard to say, to really describe how much time and energy and effort goes into putting in detail into stuff. So yeah, you just have to bear with me a little bit. I appreciate your patience in this time, because it's going to be necessary. You're going to have patience, but a little bit at a time, and hopefully this will give you guys ideas on how to I don't know, hopefully it'll give you ideas for PvP games, but also give you an idea of how to be creative and how to take like I've never built anything in Chinese style, ever. Never. So this is my first opportunity to build in Chinese, and it's going to be a learning process. I understand that 100%. I'm going to have to learn how to build in a style that's foreign to me, literally and physically, figuratively, literally and figuratively, and physically, I suppose. And it's going to be a trial and a tribulation, but I'm up for the challenge. I really am. I want to see what I can come up with, and so I really encourage you guys to push your boundaries. I'm hoping to encourage all of you to maybe build in a style or build in a fashion that you're not used to, that is foreign to you, so that maybe you find out that you're good at something you didn't know that you were good at, right? So far so good. I don't know. Where I'm getting my idea for this gate is I went on Google Images and I looked at I put in Chinese gate and I looked at everything I possibly could. One thing I did was I did some research, and to build in a style that's unaccustomed to you are going to have to do some research. So that's what I did. I went on Google and I looked some stuff up, and I found out that Genghis Khan lived during the Chinese Sung dynasty. And I did some background research, and I looked at different architectures of the Song Dynasty, and I found out some really interesting information, actually. And I'll probably put those in some facts, you know what I mean? I do my little facts. I'll probably put that in some facts as we build in this Chinese temple, but I'll save that for a different episode. But the main fact that I found out was really interesting to me was that gunpowder was pretty much discovered during the Sung dynasty. I was a little bit worried that we're gonna have gunpowder on this map when it hadn't existed before, but guess what? It had existed, which was really lucky. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, we're gonna have gunpowder on this map, and that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that. And I don't know, I think that it's just everything's working out. Everything's coming together as it should, which is very... What is that? Why? I never seen white, hard, and clay in this texture pack. Oh, interesting. That's odd. Alright, we'll consider that for something. But yeah, what I was saying was... hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, they invented gunpowder! Okay, so yeah, gunpowder is going to be a thing, and I'm not going to feel bad about it, alright? I was going to feel bad that, we have gunpowder on this map, and it doesn't exist. But it existed. So I can't wait to learn more about the Sung Dynasty and share that with you. I don't really know much about Chinese culture and Chinese history or culture. And so I think this is going to be a great opportunity to learn stuff about it. And, since I'm learning about it, you're going to learn about it too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, So we're all going to learn about Chinese culture and history from building this project. Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome, actually. You know what? I feel like there should be like one higher. No, that's all right. That's all right. Okay. And then so we got some white. All right, I think we're winding down on this episode. Again, I apologize for not getting too much accomplished today, but like I've said, I can't say this enough. You know, I did a lot off camera. You wouldn't believe. Like, I put in hours. It's the terraforming. For those of you who have terraformed before, you know exactly what it's all about. You know, terraforming is one of those things that takes up so much time. Us poor console players ain't got no Minecraft edit, MC edit. Oh no. So yeah, we got to do it all by hand, and it's a bit of an issue sometimes. So I do wish I had MC edit sometimes, but at the same time, I'm like, no, I am a console player, and I'm gonna be proud of my accomplishments when it's all said and done, because they took some effort. That's for sure. My accomplishments have taken effort. Of course, I'd rather have it all done faster, but what can I say? That's the life we're living here on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever you play on. All right, so I think we're gonna something's got to change about that, but I think we're gonna go off camera now and to work on this a little bit off screen. I'm gonna have this gate done for you by the time we come back next week, so I promise you that. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I want to thank you for watching. I am an emperor of the Tang Dynasty, or maybe the Sung Dynasty, I don't know, but all right, if you guys have any ideas, comments, suggestions, movies you want me to watch besides Hero to get, and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon to get ideas, and put them in the comment section, I'm willing to do it. I watched House of Flying Daggers recently too, and that didn't really give me too much inspiration. But anyway, that's going to be the episode for today. I want to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.